What up, Super Fun Force? I'm here to review Planet Hulk, the 5-issue miniseries. And as you can see here, this is issue number 1. I want to show you the covers of them. Number 2, Planet Hulk. Now, this story takes place as an alternate world beyond the events of the original Planet Hulk series. And to me, I didn't really find that one too interesting. That's the one where the basically the superheroes of Earth deem Bruce Banner, the Incredible Hulk, to be too much of a threat, and they all agree to basically trick him and send him into space, where he ends up fighting on some planet, gladiatorial, and becomes a I guess a ruler, Scar, if I believe. I'll probably go check it out again, but not my favorite rendition of the Hulk. This one, what I liked about this one here, this one is actually about Captain America. I'm not going to get too much into spoilers, because again, I'll tell you the basic premise and my my review, and then you guys can decide if you want to read it or not. I will say, if you are obviously a fan of Captain America and the Hulk, I'll say get this series and read it. But again, it's primarily about Captain America in a planet that is basically ruined by gamma radiation. Dr. Doom is like the main ruler, on like one faction. It's very, I think what's interesting, it's a very like in a way a generic fantasy RPG, like a D&D story. And the way the world is created, the world building, again, there's like a faction of like Greenland, where all the Hulks kind of rule under the Red King, which oddly enough, it should have just been called Hulkland. That was one gripe I had. Every time I read it and I was like seeing Greenland, I'm thinking of Greenland in modern day, or it's basically, we have an actual Greenland, in the real world, right? So it's like, and the fact is, everything they talk about is either contaminated by gamma, or they call it like a Hulk. There's like a Hulk insects, Hulk sea creatures, whatever. So it's like they should have just called it either Gamma Land. Now that I think about it should have been like Gamma Land or Hulkland, not Greenland, especially since the Red King, who they name right away, a Red Hulk, is the ruler. So I just found that a little bit of a poor choice. Other than that, it was kind of cool again to see Captain America in this gladiatorial, almost like a He-Man homage, and again, very D&D, like a barbarian berserker, and his quest. So you're gonna find out about his quest. There is also the red dinosaur in here. I like to call him the red dinosaur instead, which to me is also a very odd choice. I like dinosaurs and dragons, and stuff like that, but always been an odd character to have in this, and it kind of mirrors. One thing I will say is it mirrors the friendship. This whole story is based around the friendship of Captain America with the dinosaur, and even more importantly, the friendship between him and Bucky Barnes in this world. So that's what the main story revolves around. You'll quickly find out. Again, this is not like a big spoiler or anything. By the end of it, it's like, I feel the problem with this Captain America, though, it's the same as what I feel with the modern day Batman. He's so obsessed. Like, I see what the writer was doing. There's this dichotomy where he's obviously still this very loyal and hopeful sentinel of liberty when he was, Captain America of the, normal world before it became the Planet Hulk. And they still kind of put that in there, but he's not the primary Captain America. It's actually, it shows too a little bit, I'm not going to do too much of spoilers, but when it shows his origin alongside Bucky, there was already another Captain America promoting the super soldier serum and that whole program. It shouldn't be a big surprise. It's just, I'll say, kind of out of order, because he's supposed to be the first Captain America, obviously, but in this world he isn't. But yeah, so by the end of it, it's like he's just very obsessed with, the one thing I'll say is he gets a little bit too. The theme here is about like revenge. Like, is revenge right? Vengeance, revenge in terms of like, for your best friend or whatever. So ultimately, though, I will say the ending disappointed me because it wasn't very hopeful at all, and to me, it wasn't necessarily the true Captain America. But in that regard, you get to see how this world, the story is like, the theme of him being transformed by the environment and everything like that. So while I won't say it's one of my favorite stories, I will say that this is still, again, a definite read if you are a Captain America fan. Just to see this different, almost like a what if rendition of him. And I think, again, it's really cool to see him as a gladiator and, in this kind of RPG inspired world. If you're a Hulk fan, this could also appeal to you. Again, Hulk isn't, you know, there's no, I will say there is no Bruce Banner. There is no like Hulk, like heroic character. I mean, there are main characters. There's a main character in here that is based around the Hulk, but more or less, there's a good surprise twist with it. But it's not, this is not like a Hulk book. It's more Captain America. So there you guys go. Again, I still think you should get it if you can. Collect the original issues. I don't know if they did do some type of collected edition. There are only 5 issues of this, and as far as I know, after they did the original Planet Hulk and they did this, I don't think they've ever revisited this Captain America or this story, like this world. So I don't know if they do in the future. I think if they tried to make it more hopeful, I mean, they would have to kind of, continue what happened here with this character. But I would like to see him some more in a better light. And again, if you are a Marvel Rivals player, this is the first appearance of the Captain Gladiator skin. So that was another reason why I kind of found out a little bit more about this. I play Captain America a lot in Rivals, and that's currently my favorite skin because it is the most comic accurate skin. At this time, we only really have like 3 or 4 Captain America skins, which none of them really appeal to me. But there you guys go. So another bonus, if you are a fan of Captain America and Marvel Rivals, you also owe yourself the chance to check this out and just kind of read what the backstory is on this Captain America. So there you guys go. All right, well, let me know in the comments if you read it, if you owned it, are you planning to read it? What do you think about it? And yeah, it'd be great to have a discussion. All right, guys. Peace.